In this lesson, I'm going to be talking about how to network effectively. Now, if you are in college, you have the biggest advantage when it comes to networking. You have college alumni that are professional, that run companies, and they're always more than happy to come back to where they went to school to mentor, to answer any questions, or even to recruit sometimes. So you have a big advantage. Now, how do you make the most of this advantage? You have to join organizations, finance organizations. When I was in college, I joined the Investment Society. I joined a collegiate entrepreneurs organization. I joined a business fraternity, Alpha Kappa Psi, and I was involved in all types of finance related organizations. Now, within those organizations, you have alumni that was part of that organization that come back and speak at events. They host workshops. This is your time to connect with these people, people that are going to give you some really, really good advice, people that are going to guide you if you're making the wrong decision. These are people that are in the actual industry that you're trying to get into. So being in college, you don't have to go out there and look for them. They just come to you because you're coming back to contribute back to the college they went to. So you have a really, really big advantage. Now, another way to network is something that a lot of people don't actually do is reach out to professionals on LinkedIn. If you have a LinkedIn, you have access to millions of professionals, and you can even look them up by the city they work at. You can see their position, you can see their career path by looking at their LinkedIn profile. You are going to be able to see the journey that they've been through. Now, how do you actually approach them? Right? This is something that I did when I was in college. When I was starting to apply for internships, I would reach out to these new hires at companies, VPs. I would just reach out with a template email that I had. And sometimes I was asking for them to look over my resume. I was asking for advice. I was asking and you'd be more than surprised to hear, to hear people respond to you and tell you that, oh, this is what you have to do, and actually answer your question. And I'll tell you a good example here. One time I was looking for a financial analyst internship, and I found this person that worked at a company that I wanted to work at, and they were a new hire. Oh, this is like they've been working at the company for about 2 years or so. So I send them this whole paragraph, explaining who I am, what I'm looking for, telling them that I'm interested to work in finance, and I see that this person had worked as a financial analyst for 2 years, and I kind of like wanted to get them to look over my resume to see if there's anything that I need to add or improve. And this person was actually on vacation, so they responded to my message. They said, "Hey, I'm on vacation right now. Thanks for reaching out. I'm on vacation. I'll reach back. I'll reach out when I'm back in a few weeks or something like that." Now, I forgot about all that. Weeks, a couple weeks went by. I totally forgot about that night. One day, I get a response from on LinkedIn, and it was that person. It was an entire page or paragraph, multiple paragraphs of giving me advice, editing some things on my resume. They even sent me another word copy of my resume edited with notes on the side. You'd be surprised how willing people are to help you as long as you just reach out. So what I want to show you guys here is going to be a template that you can use when you reach out to people on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the only platform that I recommend. And this is because you can see who you're messaging, and that person can also see who you are. They can click on your profile, they can see your face, they can see where you go to school, they can see your internships, they can see the classes you take. Now, this is given that you update your LinkedIn profile. That's the first thing you need to do before you even do this. Make sure you have a fully updated LinkedIn profile. Fully updated. Because if you don't have a fully updated LinkedIn profile, they're going to think you're a scammer or something like that. They're just not going to respond to you. So make sure you have a really good LinkedIn profile. That also includes your picture that you have as your profile picture. Make sure it's a professional picture, professional headshot. Okay. And also, another tip is you always want to target people that have been at the company for less than 2 years, right? This is because they're still more than willing to help. They're not as busy as someone who's a VP or someone who's an executive, right? So you want to target those people that are in the entry level or to intermediate level. to 2 years or maybe 3 years, they're always willing to reach out. I do that because sometimes I get messages like that from people that go to the school that I went that find me on LinkedIn. Like, hey, we see that you manage a team of financial analysts here, and I would like to connect, and I'd like to get more advice on this thing and this thing and this thing. And I'm always on my free time, I go through those and I kind of like give them advice, some direction. Now, this is a template that you can use. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. As you can see, this is pretty long, right? So you can make this shorter, you can make this longer, you can edit this however you want, but this is should be a skeleton on where you start. Okay, now, first thing you want to do is obviously introduce yourself. I'm saying I'm reaching out to you as a college student with a strong interest in finance. Now, within this first sentence, third or second sentence or first paragraph, they already know what you're looking for. They're not going to be like, why is this person messaging me? They already know exactly what you're looking for. Now, how did you find them, right? So here I say, I recently came across your profile on LinkedIn and was impressed by your extensive experience and achievements in the field, right? Short and sweet. Go straight to the point. Who are you? How did you find me? Right? You answer that on the first paragraph. They can just simply look at that quickly. They already know. Now they're going to want to continue reading, right? Because you're obviously not a scammer or someone who's just trying to waste your time. Now, this is where you go into detail about who you are. So I'm currently pursuing a degree in finance at this college, this university, where I've been developing. So you kind of like, talk about the skills you have. So we have financial analysis, investment strategies, risk management, and, you talk about your goals. As I embark on my future, on my journey to build a successful career in finance, I'm eager to connect with the well-seasoned professionals like yourself who can provide valuable insight and guide. That's what you're looking for. Valuable insights and guidance. That's what you're looking for. So that's what you're looking for. That's what you need. Okay. Now you go to the asking of exactly what you're looking for. I would greatly appreciate the opportunity to learn from your experiences and gain a deeper understanding of the industry. I'm interested in hearing about your career path, the challenges you have encountered, and any advice you may have for young professionals starting out in finance. Now, you have explained what you're looking for. Now, you go ahead and give your availability. So you say, if you're available, I would be grateful for a brief informational interview or even a virtual coffee chat at your convenience. I'm flexible with timing and can accommodate your schedule. Your expertise and perspective would be invaluable in shaping my future endeavors. Thank you for considering my request. I look forward to possibly connecting with you and learning from your expertise, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Now, you also want to leave your contact information, such as your email, just in case they don't want to message you on LinkedIn, and also your phone number, just in case they want to give you a quick phone call. Some of these professionals, they'd rather do a phone call pretty quick because it doesn't take too much time. Instead of typing, they just call you. Hey, I saw your LinkedIn message, blah, blah, blah. Now, one of the most important things here that a lot of people don't recognize is you have to accommodate the person. You're the one that's asking for the favor. You have to work around their schedule. And most professionals, this is what I do. I do a virtual coffee chat where you can just hop on Zoom and we just talk about what you want to talk about, right? Instead of like meeting, at a place, that can get really difficult because, like you don't really want to meet strangers. And at the same time, the person actually works, right? On their weekends, they might have a family, so they don't want to go meet a stranger. So usually a phone call or, virtual coffee chat on Zoom or whatever you might have. Maybe you have Teams, Microsoft Teams, that is going to be in the easier way to do it. And you have to be accommodating. You can't say I'm only available from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. You can't say that. Just be you got to have an open schedule. So don't approach anyone really if you are not going to be willing to be accommodating to them, because you are the one that is looking for the favor. And you also want to provide your information. You also want to express how grateful you are for the opportunity. This is going to make them more willing to even reach out to you. As you can see here on the last sentence, it says, thank you for your time, and I hope to have the privilege of speaking with you soon. the goal here is to be convincing, right? You're trying to get a favor from someone who doesn't know who you are. So you want to be as nice as possible. You want to be as convincing as possible. You want to be as grateful upfront as possible for their time, because they might be busy, but they're gonna make time for you. Okay, that's it. That is pretty much it for this lesson here. I just wanted to give you guys kind of like a skeleton on how you can craft those messages. And it doesn't even have to be LinkedIn all the time. I recommend LinkedIn because they can see who you are, where you go to school, they can see all that stuff. But sometimes you might do it through email, right? You can send this via email as well. This is a good template and skeleton to base your message off of. Okay, now that is pretty much it for this lesson. I'll see you guys on the next one.